What is up, guys? It's Anand, aka Nando, and up with a second commentary in 2 days? What is this craziness? Is it 2 days or is it 3 days? I don't know. But yeah, it's usually a couple of commentaries in a couple of months, but I felt like doing it. So what I have for you today is a death, followed by 31 kills and 3 more deaths. So, sorry, 31 and 4 reg TDM, or dual mags, blah 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 blah. But what I wanted to talk about today was, is something that Vicstar did a video about. Vicstar123, I don't know how many of you watch him, but he talked a bit about happiness and the phrase money can't buy you happiness, so I just wanted to give my thoughts on that and see what you guys have to say in the comments section below. But first of all, there are a couple of things I wanted to clear up about the phrase. During the video, Vicstar said that it's not the money, it's what you do with the money, and firstly, well, although it can be, it's not the presence of coins in front of you that could lead to happiness, it's what you do with it, you know. I thought that's fairly obvious. It's like saying, you know, friends don't bring you happiness, it's what they do. I mean, clearly that's the point. And secondly, money can't actually buy you happiness, and obviously again this is the case. You can't buy something, buy an emotion or buy something non-tangible with money, which is obviously tangible. Like, it's like saying friends don't actually bring you happiness, they don't carry a box of happiness and give it to you. It's sort of what they do and how you feel. And I mean, technically, no emotion is caused by stuff. Like, you know, if something doesn't annoy you, it's your reaction, but that's something completely different. So, what I'm really thinking the phrase is saying is the use of money does not lead to happiness, as opposed to money cannot buy you happiness. I just wanted to talk about that briefly. So what am I doing? I was lucky, I should have died there. But first of all, I'm going to disagree with it first. I'm going to go against it initially, and then I will talk about why I agree with it. A lot of the time this phrase is used with regards to very rich people, in that they have lots of money and people think they're not happy. But this is a small minority of the population. The large majority, for them, an increase in income, say, so money, would lead to an increase in living standards. And I think it's safe to say in general that an increase in living standards would lead to an increase in happiness. I mean, I know this isn't always the case. You might talk about like family issues and stuff, but that's not really something we can predict. So I think overall we can say that if you have greater living standards, you're likely to be happier. So in that case, money does lead to happiness. And often I find just in general in situations, turnaround, they're clearly spawning behind. In general, it's useful to look at extreme examples, because that gives you an idea of, you know, if you're looking at the middle, you can't really tell what's going on. If we look at extreme examples, clearly, like we said, for very rich people, that's not necessarily the case because they've already got enough, but for most people, we've got an increase in income leading to greater happiness. But the extreme example being those people who are in serious poverty, I think it's fairly safe to say that if they had more money, they would be happier, because there are just certain things that, well, firstly, certain things that you need, food, water, in order to vaguely enjoy your life, and then other luxuries that would help out, you know. So I think it's safe to say that for those people, money would lead to more happiness. And now I'm going to agree with the phrase, except I don't think it's quite money can't buy you happiness. I think what it's trying to say is money alone can't bring you happiness, if you like. Because often people refer to this phrase in terms of, you know, friends and family, and those are the things which money can't buy. You can't buy friends, no matter how much people, you know, try to get friends by buying them presents or, you know, having really expensive, I don't know, whatever. Money can't buy you your friends or your family, and it's also difficult to be happy without them. So I think what the phrase here is trying to refer to is the fact that just having lots of money won't bring you happiness, because I agree that to a certain extent more money will lead to more happiness, not directly, but obviously buying stuff which will, you know, increase your standard of living and your quality of life will make you happier. But there are a couple of things, namely friends and family, which you can't buy, and which is very difficult to it's very difficult to be happy without them. And that's why a lot of people say, you know, for very rich people, it's difficult for them to be happy because there are lots of people who want to be their quote-unquote friend, but not really, just because of their money. So that's why they say they're not that happy. And also there's problems with, you know, family and divorce and whatnot, so that brings that into the mix. So yeah, that's all I have to say on this matter. I hope you found it vaguely interesting. I'll see you next time. I'll probably have a dual commentary up with a friend, so that should be interesting. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you around.